Hello, my name is Ricky Doolan and I'm a proud British man. I'm also a businessman, and as any businessman, I represent my interests. I want to say this to you. I love Zimbabwe. It's dear to my heart as a nation and as a people. But I am a British businessman and I don't apologise for being that. However, I'm so disappointed that a good man who is passionate about Zimbabwe is being penalised by imperialist-funded affiliates of Al Jazeera simply for trying hard to help fellow Zimbabweans.
As long as you grease the wheels in Africa, there's no issue. You have the demand, Zimbabwe's got the supply, and through the route that we are looking to move down now, all the doors are open, green light everywhere.
Lay some facts down. Fact, fake news media is rife and it's so active that you can never believe a narrative that mainstream media is pushing, especially one that is state-funded like Al Jazeera. Another fact, the documentary that's circulating right now is brutally edited to portray a false narrative. I'm not a gold dealer, and I never have been, so what they're pushing is a false narrative.
We want to be very clear. We are pro-cash rich. It's embarrassing. It's not rich.
Good, I like embarrassing cash.
The problem is, and we want to all be clear,
Absolutely.
This is black money. This is money which cannot be declared.
Okay. I understand. Probably part of the reason you're targeting Africa.
Exactly.
Fake journalists, business people, they approached me with the now known to be a false proposal, of course, of building a $1.2 billion hotel in Victoria Falls in Zimbabwe, which would have been an outstanding achievement for the nation and its people, whilst it would have also lined up with Ambassador Angel's mandate of increasing the brand of Zimbabwe.
Gold. And then number two, we talk about hotels. Why I'm going to talk about hotels is simple.
Ambassador Hubert Angel leads the Diplomatic Mafia. He calls himself a prophet. He says Mr. Stanley's dirty money can do more than buy gold.
Gold is easy, but there is no way to cut a ribbon. And they didn't get that.
Building a hotel would please President Mnangagwa.
A politician wants to open something.
Yes.
So if you know, go up there and say, I've got a physical thing I want to do also.
He wants a legacy. He wants a legacy.
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to say it without saying it. You're going to get more attention the moment you say, we want land for hotel.
The ambassador has a location in mind.
The town of Victoria Falls is like what, maybe 30 meters long, the main street?
Yeah.
You think of that, and we have the seventh wonder of the world in there, and we've got visitors there. When you get to Victoria Falls, what you might need is land. And that land, the day we meet the president, is provided on the spot.
He's sold land to foreign investors before.
I did the deal for Royal Family of Sharjah. Yeah. They needed 30,000 hectares. And I got on the spot, and the president said, yeah, let them fly in right now. I already have land for them.
They are presenting this documentary like it's a secret investigation. Yet it wasn't a secret investigation. I know it, and the other people involved also know this. Yes, they placed cameras in certain angles that made it look like it was without our knowledge. But there was a prior conversation minutes before where we talked about them filming a few minutes of our conversation to tell their bosses and show their bosses this was a legitimate negotiation taking place.
Excuse me, sir, excuse me, ma'am.
Before they discuss business, Doolan makes sure no one is listening in.
He's the head of security, so he's going to take our phones, okay?
You want to take my phone?
Yeah, I'll just be there, man.
He therefore thought that they'd tell us when, but now we realize that their real intentions were to record the president of Zimbabwe, but that plan failed.
Later, Doolan calls Miss Sin to discuss the undercover team's proposed meeting with President Mnangagwa.
Right now, the president is completely busy, but it can be made to happen because his time is so valuable. You guys are going to have to pay a facilitation fee so that we can facilitate the meeting. It's the only way that it will work. The facilitation fee will be $200,000.
Okay, Ricky, just so I am clear, it's like a donation, right? 200,000?
It's a facilitation fee.
Okay, and this will confirm the meeting?
Correct.
And this meeting is definitely with...
It will be with the number one, the president.
Undercover reporters are offered the chance to launder money by a group close to the Zimbabwean president.
And we can move quickly. We have to move quickly.
That
Right.
rigid.
That's why you need this team of people
Okay,
to
so
be involved. Simple.
Ricky lists the Diplomatic Mafia's chain of command.
So, during this conversation, we'll not mention names. I don't think we need to. Principal. You know who my principal is. We know who the number one is.
and just to be clear, your principal is the ambassador.
Correct.
Number one is
I'm going to take notes.
president.
Yeah.
Number 1, Emerson Mnangagwa became Zimbabwe's president in 2017. The principal, Ambassador Hubert Angel, is one of the country's most senior diplomats. He's also a self-proclaimed prophet.
No wonder Ambassador Angel was left in the middle with a decision to make. One, he had to make them think he was the highest person that they could have met in the country. And the other side of it was that just in case they were actually genuine people, which was my sentiment, I really thought they were genuine people, just in case we needed to string them along as much as possible to play at their own game kind of style, to get them to feel like they're not abandoned in the deal we were negotiating.
Ambassador at large, I'm ambassador to 85 countries, but on the special envoy, I'm a representative of the president.
You are representing the president.
Yeah. So if you then look on paper on that position, I'm number 2. And there's no position like that in the country. It was just one position that was never filled in. And
It's created for you.
yeah, it was created.
So one and only one.
We are the government.
Yeah, that's right.
So I can call the president now, not tomorrow, now, and put him on speaker. It's not an issue. The president's trying to create a legacy right now.
Yeah.
So it is the right time to strike now and go like we're in.
Zimbabwe, you've been wrongfully given painful sanctions. They want to control where and who you sell your gold to, and the rest of your produce too, and even the price thereof. Please wake up to the reality and the real scam that's taking place here. It's so plain to see. Anyone can hate me all they want based on a lie, but facts literally have no feelings. I love Zimbabwe and I hold it close to my heart, and I always will.
No, Africa. As long as you grease the wheels in Africa, you grease the wheels. There's no issue. There can't be no issue. And this protection is number one. Now, the greasing of the wheels, we are going to figure that out ourselves, using this team to make sure that everybody's taken care of, everybody's happy, and things move without questions being asked. There is no way. It can never happen. How can questions be asked when these people are happy? They can't be.
Because the banks and
Police, banks, customs,
This is the executive.
immigration.
people who are not happy are the people who are not
Never moved gold. It's a fact. We've never made money on gold. It's a fact. We've never taken money out of Zimbabwe. It's a fact. These evil fake news reporters pretended they wanted to build a hotel for 1.2 billion in Victoria Falls that would later, after completion, have a store that sold gold items and different things. And the ambassador said that to make that happen, you have to agree with the government. So I'm trying to secure a monumental investment for Zimbabwe. They then manufactured a series of conversations that they could draw out buzzwords that later they would manipulate in their video edit to frame us as illegal gold mafias. When the truth is, they are the real mafia.
Work with me on
Help.
everything.
You are a point man. You're the point man.
What I'm going to do is make sure that through these people, that this person knows everything. They're bringing in this amount, they're investing in this, they're doing this, and oh, very good, very good. Okay, no problem. Meaning that probably when you arrive at the airport on that private jet, you'll have a motorcade to take you to where you need to go.
It becomes legal.
More than legal, it becomes protected on the highest level, so that you are arriving as investors, not people trying to sneak things through the border. As soon as you arrive in that country, you're now treated as executives.
But that's what we're looking for.
Presidential executive. And it's a system that's secure,
So,
secured by this system.
yeah.
It's the easy part. The things that you need facilitating can be facilitated 100%. Listen, everything will be done with this person's knowledge.
Number one.
Of course.
There is one demand.
Everybody's got to be benefited.
The Diplomatic Mafia has already offered Mr. Stanley a laundry service.
This is Henrietta's project as the president of the Zimbabwe Miners Federation.
Henrietta Rushwaya plays a central role in the money laundering plan. She's related to the president. In episode 1 of The Gold Mafia, Rushwaya explained her scheme to Ricky's principal, Ambassador Angel.
I'm always available. You can see I'm at your disposal.
The plan involves using Mr. Stanley's dirty cash to buy equipment for gold miners in Zimbabwe.
Yeah, you see?
So small.
So small. No helmet. Nothing. They're shoveling it with a spade. No digger. No equipment. Nothing. So what they're looking for is they're looking for investment that's going to make the gold process move faster, and then the return on your investment comes in gold, and it comes at a good return. That much I can say.
Once Stanley invests $10 million of dirty cash, the government keeps $5 million as a surety. Gold worth $5 million is flown abroad and sold every week. Stanley then tops up his investment with another $5 million in cash. The washing machine continues until all his dirty money is cleaned.
I'll pay him in cash, I'll pay him go out.
Gold. And who's going to say anything about the gold?
Exactly.
Where did the gold come from? The ground. And this is what you can do. You can either keep your gold there in Zimbabwe, or you can fly it out to Dubai. No problem. Otherwise, everyone wants to know why,
And
where,
then-
who, what.